beautiful people, welcome to the channel in the No Tarot 1122. All right, Leo, let's see what's going on. What's the guide? What's happening? I hope everybody is doing well, vibing, chilling, doing your thing. All right, let's see what we got going on. Keep in mind that this is not going to resonate with everybody, so take what fits and leave the rest. All right, let's see. All right, so we have foundation and achievements here, using wisdom here to make beneficial changes to bring in material and spiritual prosperity. Absolutely. All right, take your time, baby. Don't let nobody rush you. All right, build, learn, grow. All right, let's see. Give me messages. Everything's coming into balance. We have rejoice and celebration. Things are coming together. Look at this. I love it. 4, 11, and 3. Beautiful, beautiful numbers here, okay? Rejoice and celebration. We have balance, foundation, and achievements. Leo, whatever it is that you are working on here, sweetheart, slow and steady progress is being made here, but it's taking its sweet time, as it should, right? I'm just saying, the longer you leave the berries on the vine, the sweeter that they get, right? And you don't harvest them until it is actually the season to, okay? So take your time, and whatever this is, let it grow, let it flourish, let it marinate just a little bit, okay? I love this for you. Love it, love it, love it. Leo, you got everything that you need to make shift happen, right? And that's exactly what's happening. All right, so Leo, I love this for you. Beautiful, beautiful energy. All right, absolutely. There's light at the end of the tunnel. All right, keeping hope alive here as well. Staying lighthearted. Don't let nothing bring you down, okay? Disturb your chi. Absolutely, okay? April 19th could be significant here as well. This could have been something that you started back, started in November here. For some of you, doesn't necessarily have to be. All right, let's see. All right, and then we also have fertility here as well. All right, so a lot of growth, a lot of expansion here. All right, new ideas, new opportunities are being illuminated for you. Also, you have a lot of gifts and talents here that are actually, you know, broadening here, I might say, okay? Some of you are learning new things here, which is opening new doors for you as well. Also, the people that you need are gravitating to you, all right? So I love this for you. All right, let's see. All right, cool. That's still going. All right, give me messages for my Leos. All right, Leo, you got to be careful here, okay? There's some obstacles and challenges here, okay, that might be trying to get in your way. Don't trip, baby, okay? I'm just saying, we all know that the adversary is adversarian, and then also some of these obstacles and challenges here is not making you give up here, all right? It's actually helping you to gain patience, all right? Hold on. Time's up. All right, so foundation and achievements here, okay? Look at this. Things are coming into balance, but it might require you to kind of switch up some things here as well. You got positive movement forward, and it's telling you to choose wisely. Whatever you do, Leo, do not give up, okay? Absolutely. That is not an option. All right, so let's see. Give me messages, please, and thank you. All right, what did I tell you? Allow this transformation to take place, because, baby, it's going to be well worth it, okay? Material harvest and recognition and reward for your efforts here. And some of y'all are stepping up on your throne, okay? Taking authority over this situation. You're not taking no BS, all right? And accelerated motion. Everything is coming into balance and in peace and harmony when it's supposed to be. All right, so I'm going to put it to you like this. Whatever you're doing, don't try to rush it. All right, and if you might have some people, like I did, have somebody ask you, what are you working on? What are you doing? What are you doing? You real quiet, you real silent. You kind of drop back for a little bit. I don't hear from you. You feel me? If it's not for them to know, sweetheart, keep it to yourself and do what you're supposed to be doing, okay? I'm just putting it to you like this. For some of you, you have a lot of eyes on you that are waiting to see what it is that you got going on, what you're building, what you're growing. And like I know one young lady, she put in the comments here, you know, that she's doing her products or whatever. Baby, if they're not ready to launch, don't say nothing to nobody. Even though you may feel that, you know, over here on the platform, you know, nobody knows you or whatever. But sweetheart, I'm gonna put it to you like this. Sometimes what you're doing, people don't have to know you, okay? They can find a way to try to, you know, find out who you are and try to tap in on what it is that you're doing. So, and just know that if they actually do that, sweetheart, don't let that discourage you, because can't nobody put your flavor on your cake, okay, like you can, okay? Nobody can do it like you. So don't get discouraged, but don't give up the rights to your opportunities here as well, okay? So don't give away your secrets just yet. Continue to drive through, continue to flourish, continue to do the work, sweetheart, and most of all, be patient, okay? Patience is virtue, literally, all right? And it will pay off for you. All right, anything else for my Leos? All right, Leo, so there may be some heartache and loss here. All right, for some of you, not being funny here with the obstacles and challenges, some of you may have to walk away, close doors on certain people, places, and things in order to build this foundation that you want, okay? It may come at a loss, but when you realize that there's certain things, certain people, and certain ways that you're doing stuff that may be causing unnecessary drama and obstacles in your life, you'll know that you got to let it go. Okay, sometimes you got to let go so you can grow, all right? So I get it, but it is what it is. And then some of you, you may want some help during this time. You know, it's a lot of work. You're doing everything on your own. But sweetheart, sometimes that's the way that it's supposed to be. I don't know why, but this looks like a little warthog. Yeah, I think that, yeah, that's what you call them, a warthog. So I don't know where they have those, but somebody might live where they are. Are they in the bush? Is that a bush animal? Okay. All right, so anyway, Pumbaa might be significant for somebody here too. All right, and then also I'm seeing a warthog and also an eagle here as well. And a chicken. All right, so I don't know what's up with these animals here, but somebody could have a farm. I don't know, but anywho, whatever this is here, sweetheart, just rise above the adversity. All right, even though there's some disappointments here, you may feel like, you know, damn, I really wanted so-and-so to work with me on this situation, but somebody here may be sabotaging you or not helping put in the work here. So whatever this is here, sweetheart, you might have to do it alone by yourself, and that's okay. Don't get discouraged. It may take you a little bit longer, all right, but don't get discouraged. Continue to move forward. All right, that's really crazy. That looks like a warthog. All right, also, there could have been some type of financial loss here. All right, maybe monies was going out in, you know, different areas where, you know, you kind of had to pull back the reins. For somebody here, this could be taking someone a bit of time because, you know, finances might be funny, but don't get discouraged, okay? Sometimes we are told to slow down in traffic for a reason, okay? You don't know what's up ahead or what obstacles and challenges that you might have avoided here, collisions that you could have avoided. All right, just use this as your GPS, sweetheart, okay? Right about now, you were possibly on the highway going, you know, 90 miles a minute, but traffic kind of got slowed down, backed up a little bit, and now you're being rerouted to take the streets, all right? There's stop signs and things like that, turns and traffic. All right, so just be patient with the process, all right? Something's coming together for you. All right, so give me messages here, please, and thank you for my Leos regarding this situation. All right. right, there's some sacrifices that you gotta make here. And not being funny, for some of you, it's the people that you were around, people that you have in your energy. And like I told you, be careful of what you got going on. All right, who you have in your circle, because there's some people here that may be watching, lurking, looking at what you got going on. And they may not want to celebrate with you, but that's okay. They don't have to celebrate with you, but they need to get the hell up out of your camp. We don't need Judas here. Absolutely not. We saw how that worked out, right? So like I said, for some of you, you may have had to back up off of some people. This could actually happen, you know, this month or next month. All right, for some of you, this could have happened three different times. Could have been 3 different people. All right, or 3 different situations. December, March, and April is here. That's wild. All right, so anyway, moving on. Give me more messages for my Leos here. Also, Leo, like I said, you know, for some of you, you could have been, you know, could have partnered with somebody starting off, and then, you know, next thing you know, hey, you got to cut some people off or do this by yourself, and now you're sacrificing more time, energy, and money of your own. All right, instead of partnering with someone. And I think I said this before, that it's okay if you got to let go or cut some people off, because the rewards will be solely your own. All right. And not being funny, you could have had somebody kind of dip out on you in the middle of this because there was some type of envy and things like this. You know, a lot of times you may not see it, but some of the people that you're pouring into a lot, you know, supporting and things like this, some of those people don't want to see the same things for you. You know what I mean? And sometimes they'll watch you, you know, fall on your face, you know, so there's that. So whatever this is, just continue to move forward, okay? In spite of the adversity, your reward will be much greater. All right, so you got firm foundation here. Like I said, you already have everything that you need to build, learn, and grow. And then on top of that, when you're not dependent on other people, sweetheart, you can't, well, you won't be bothered when people don't show up the way that you had hoped. All right, failure is not an option because you're depending on yourself here. All right, know when to sit back and take a break. Woosah. All right, don't try to force anything. Just do what you can do and let Source do the rest. But everything seems to be coming together for you, okay? Little hiccups here and there. All right, like I said, but you're maintaining balance. All right, and the end result is rejoice and celebration. All right, there's definitely some changes coming through. You got love begins here. Some of you have new relationships coming in, new partnerships, okay? Some of you are partnering with people that have the same vision, that are coming in solid. All right, I love this for you. A lot of green here with the heart chakra. And also awareness. Like I said, some of you realize that you got to close the door to your past in order to have a bright future. Not being funny, but some of you also may have realized that some people that you were dealing with, no bueno. I don't care if you got history with these people. Some of these folks you need to cut off, all right? Accelerated motion in spite of the heartache, all right? You had to sacrifice some things, let some things go, all right? And like I said, be patient here, sweetheart. Take your feelings out of this situation with emotionally withdrawal and look at it for what it is and not for what we had hoped it would be, okay? Hope deferred makes the heart sick. The things that you wanted, if you harp on that, sweetheart, it'll cause you nothing but worry, stress, and stagnancy, okay? So move forward, all right? Accept what it is and move on, all right? Let it go. All right, give me messages, please, and thank you. All right, solitude. Like I said, some of you might be doing this by yourself, but know when to take a break, all right? So that way you don't get bogged down, overloaded, and want to just throw in the towel and say, you know what, the hell with this. I'm just saying here, August and September could be significant for somebody, or 1989. Give me messages here, please, and thank you. I'm going to tell you, The people that you need are definitely going to come towards you, all right, and help you out. For some of you, you're realizing that there were some people, places, things, mindsets that you may have adopted or entertained that was causing some type of disruptions here and throwing things out of balance, all right? That's crazy. All right, so get out your head regarding this situation and continue to move forward. All right, continue to thrive, because that's exactly what you're doing. We don't just survive, baby, we thrive. All right, in the midst of chaos. All right, positive movement forward, and material and spiritual prosperity is your overall energy. Okay, so I love this for you. Leo, whatever this is that you're going through, you're building, you're growing, you don't have to be building a business or anything like that, sweetheart. Maybe you're just turning your life around and moving forward in a positive direction. And sometimes when you do that, in order to heal, you got to release what has been hindering you and hurting you. All right. Some of us have called people that were friends, called people friends, that they were actually the enemy. And the more that you heal, the more you may realize this as well. Okay. So just be mindful of reopening the door to some of these people here, or the same energies. Give me messages here, please, and thank you. If you are building and growing a business, sweetheart, just be patient. It may take a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of money, a lot of sacrifice, sleepless nights, whatever it is you got to do. Just keep yourself in alignment. Don't be discouraged by the obstacles and challenges that you may face. That is a learning curve here as well. And it's also teaching you how to hold on to your faith here. Believe in yourself and believe in your source. All right? So in spite of the negativity that's trying to come through here, all of your cards are positive. Literally, even the obstacles that you face here, sweetheart, is letting you know what a badass you are. You feel me? Because you're able to overcome any obstacle that is set in front of you, okay? So don't let the delays or setbacks discourage you or whatever. The naysayers or whatever. If Source gave you that idea, gave you the opportunities, and the doors are opening up for you to walk through, go through, slide through. All right, give me messages from my Leos, please, and thank you. What does Leo need to know? The High Priestess, keep your business to yourself. Absolutely. Shh. Celebrate quietly, manifest quietly, absolutely. Small wins are what? Still a win, okay? And follow your intuition here. Stay prayed up. Connect to your higher power. Some of you, the work that you're doing is actually spiritually based here too. All right, so some of you are actually elevating when it comes to your spirituality, your knowledge here. All right, so I love this. Be around the people that celebrate you and not the ones that want to hinder you and hurt you as well, okay? Leo, there is an end of a cycle that's coming up here for you as well. So I kind of feel like the troublesome days are pretty much over with, all right? Let's see. November and December of this year could be very significant for you here as well. That's crazy. The Hierophant and the High Priestess, baby. What are we talking about here? All right, so like I said, some of you could be spiritualists here as well. And it's crazy because the Hierophant actually landed over here on heal. All right, so some of you, maybe you do need to, kind of brush up on, learning how to heal, taking classes. Some of you guys have the power of touch here. All right, some of you could be Reiki healers or whatever. Some of y'all do the laying of the hands, which is actually healing here as well. Some of you are actually going to, going to school, possibly to learn things about spirituality, brushing up here. Some of you are actually elevating when it comes to your spirituality. Some of you are high-ranking high priest, high priestess. Whatever it is that you're doing here is definitely connected to source, all right? So step into your power here. Do what you need to do. Follow your intuition here and learn, baby, learn. I don't care how old you are. As long as that brain is working, learn. Because what you learn, you can definitely teach somebody else. And look at this. Beautiful, beautiful opportunities for you. For some of you, this is work related here. Whatever this is bringing you money, okay? Don't trip off of the slow stagnancy. And during those times, sweetheart, when things are slow and stagnant, that gives you time to focus on something else, okay? Build, grow, learn something else, perfect your craft, all right? Or your products, whatever it is that you're doing here, okay? Some of you are able to teach others what you are doing, all right? Baby, you got some communication coming from coming from out the blue here as well. All right, and I'm gonna put it to you like this: where some of your things might be slowing down here because you got people that are in competition with you, gossiping and things like that. Look at that. The adversary is right on your behind. You know you got something of gold that you're working on. All right, more or less like platinum, titanium. All right, when people are coming against you, trying to slander you or trying to bring you down here, sweetheart, like I said, keep somebody on retainer. Let them pop their gums too much. They'll be paying the lady, paying the lady, paying the lady. Absolutely, right? But you got something unforeseen coming here for you too. All right, let's see. Don't get discouraged. Just keep moving on. Just keep it on. Just keep it on. And this is what you don't see coming towards you. You're anticipating it, but might be kind of feeling a little funny right here because you've taken some L's here. Some losses and some lessons here, sweetheart. But those losses and lessons turned into blessings and dollars. Look at that. And also people coming towards you that are loyal. Some of you are building generational wealth here as well. Orchids could be significant for somebody here too. Very beautiful flower, but I think they stink. All right, so let's see. All right, and with that being said, be mindful of certain people coming towards you. The outer appearance isn't always what we receive here. All right, so someone here, you could be dealing with someone that comes in, like I said, you have somebody that's deceptive and envious of you, of what you got going on. Sometimes you ain't even got nothing going on. You just living life, and somebody just look at it. They don't like the way your face look. Why? I don't know why, but that's their problem. We let them have it. But just be mindful of somebody that's coming in, or maybe you already dealt with this situation. Someone's coming in with the appearance of, you know, they got it together, they're celebrating you, but in the meantime, this person got stank attitude and things like that, okay? So just be mindful of this. But Leo, you are definitely moving on into calmer waters. Things are coming together for you. You are learning how to protect what is yours, okay? Keeping your stuff under wraps because everybody don't need to know. You feel me? Your relationship, baby, you could be, look, you could have just woke up this morning right next to your boo. Keep it to your damn self. I'm just saying, it is what it is. All right, they don't need to know your business. Change your mindset and you will change your life, okay? For some of you, you definitely got some communication coming in that is definitely leading you to other opportunities. So there's some things you're going to be leaving behind here, sweetheart, so that you can go somewhere else where you're wanted, celebrated here, and where you can actually grow, where the ground is fertile, right? Manifesting what it is that you want here in your life. Like I told you, you already have the tools that you need. Some of you are discovering that inner magic that you have, that fire, that passion that you have inside, and you're putting it to work, and it's actually bringing abundance in for you, okay? Some of you, whatever this is, it's going to be worldwide, well known for. You're going to be well known for, well recognized here. All right, some of you, this could actually be something that you're doing online. And it could involve travel here as well, okay? So, yeah, something don't want me to tell you what you got going on. But, baby, we're going to claim this anyway, right? Give me messages from the Leos. All right, Leo, like I said, there may be some heartbreak here, some disappointment. We already know that we're letting go of some people here. All right, but don't let that discourage you, okay? Keep keeping on, keep keeping on. I don't want to use you. All right, let's see. And whatever you do, don't let disappointment discourage you. It's all a part of life here, sweetheart. And like I said earlier, there could be 3 people that here you are possibly really counting on here, you know. But with that being said, the truth is being exposed here. So the truth is being exposed here. I'm just saying. And Leo, it's funny because you were looking at this too. Look at it. How it was coming out is the devil and Leo's looking at it. See? You got an op here. And we're about to put this behind thee. Alright, keep looking for it, Leo. Alright, like I said, there's some people here, you may actually change how you feel about them. Alright, give me messages, please, and thank you. Alright. Leo, what did I just tell you? Clarifying the High Priestess here, the 8 of Wands here, with the 9 of Pentacles, absolutely, with the Tower here, and the Queen of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands. Baby, keep your business to yourself, okay? There's only certain things that people need to know. If it's something that you're doing publicly for the public, in the public, or whatever, if you're selling something or whatever, of course you're going to let people know, but be strategic about it. If it's something that the public don't need to know, sweetheart, keep it to yourself. You understand what I'm saying? You got some weird ass people out here that want to sabotage what you got going on. All right, give me messages here, please, and thank you. What did I tell you? Protect what is yours. Protect your peace. Protect your relationship here as well. Some of you guys also, you have partnerships coming in here, all right? Love relationships, partnerships as well, okay? So protect what is yours. Absolutely, it's on a need-to-know basis. Like I said, some of you, you're building family generational wealth here. It's just taking some time here. I'm just saying, whatever this is, keep it to yourself. Give me one more for the Hierophant and the 2 of Cups. What did I just tell you? Absolutely. A lot of celebration, a lot of happiness coming in. Things are coming together. Like I said, you know, you could be surrounded by loved ones that are pouring into this cup with you, and it's overflowing here. This is actually generational wealth. This is like friends and family coming together to buy property, to build homes on, you know, on a cul-de-sac. You feel me? Everybody, there's something for everybody, and we're all pouring into this pot together, okay? All right, so you got people being very generous with you as well. The money is coming in. Watch the money pile up. It's coming in slow, but success is the name that they gave you, right? Absolutely. Leo, whatever this is, you're building, growing, being patient, it's going to flourish here. All right, you will be recognized for what it is. And then, like I said, clarifying the moon, what you don't understand, or you probably do. There's somebody here that sees you as a threat, that's in competition with you. They are in competition with you, okay? Because you're competing with no one. Why? Because you're too busy building. All right, somebody doesn't like what you're doing. They're trying to gather all information that they can and take what's, you know, what they can with them. So like I said, again, whatever this is that you are doing, keep it to yourself. Because, baby, somebody is trying to take what is yours, okay? This could possibly be online here as well. All right? Whoever this is, they are going to make a foolish decision, and they're going to expose themselves here as well. Yeah, this is somebody that they want to take something from you. Give me more on the 7 of Swords here, please, and thank you. Somebody sees you got some type of abundance coming in here for you, and they don't like it. What did I just tell you? What did I just tell you? All right, this person, they want to win. They don't like that you getting all this attention, recognition. You're winning, right? Absolutely. But you're standing your ground, doing what you need to do. There could be somebody here that's jealous because you got a new relationship coming in, or you're in a new relationship, okay? And they want to cause you all kind of hardship and drama. All right, so just be mindful of that. You got somebody here that sees what you're doing, or they know you're doing something. Hey, Leo, what you doing over there? You awful quiet. Remember I told you, If it's none of this person's business, I know that you want to tell people, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and yeah, I got this going on. Baby, everybody ain't here to celebrate you. All right? There's that. I'm getting something about wheat here as well. I don't know what's up with that. Somebody here could own a bakery, or maybe you're doing baked goods or something like that here, okay? So just know, celebrate quietly. All right? Do what you need to do. Be strategic here, sweetheart. Things are coming together here for you, okay? I like it. I like it. Give me messages from the Leos. All right, Ten of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune is definitely turning in your favor. Look at this. Source is all over this. We got the Wheel of Fortune in the world. Absolutely. All right, so like I said, you know, Leo, keep your faith walk and your faith talk right here, okay? I don't care if you're seeing things kind of slow down. You know, you're at a stop sign right here. Oncoming traffic. Some of this traffic is these people. These people that are trying to cause obstacles and challenges in your life here, sweetheart, they can't stop what God has for you, okay? So if there's a temporary pause, take that moment to reflect, revise, revamp whatever it is that you got to go get through, and continue to push forward. All right, so you got an opportunity coming here for you as well. There's communication coming in, and I see you're going to be persistent and resilient here. All right, so let's see. Yeah, we got the Three of Swords clarified by the Three of Swords and the Tower. Leo, there is some type of tower coming here. Disappointment here. All right, so let's see. What's the Three of Swords? Why is this Three of Swords here? Because somebody, oh my God, because you're literally having to stand on business here. You have to put your foot down because somebody here is trying to be a threat to you, okay? Trying to cause chaos, gossip, drama, and it's coming in real slow. Okay, so Leo, I'm going to put it to you like this. For those of you, you may already know, look at this, the dogs are barking in the background warning you of this. All right, Leo, protect your space, protect your head space, protect your business. All right, whatever it is that you got going on, just be mindful because there's a lot of drama going on here. All right, someone here is trying to take what is rightfully yours. All right, also someone here may try to one-up you here, but I'm going to put it to you like this. If you don't pay attention to what other people are doing, then you won't even notice it here. And then on top of that, you know, it's really weird because sometimes, and I've had this happen to me, sometimes, especially with one particular person, sometimes you don't even know who the hell these people are. And these people will go to any lengths to try to get you to realize who they are. Why? Because they're a non-factor to you. You understand? But this person wants you to know, hey, I'm in competition with you. You know, I'm a threat to you. No, the hell you're not. Because first of all, you had to step up to me for me to even realize who the hell you are. You understand? I didn't know you from a box of nails, but then here you are up in my energy. So obviously, you understand, someone here may feel like you are a threat to them, okay? And this is somebody that's very low vibrational that wants to argue, fight, and go back and forth with you. Like I said, sweetheart, stay in your lane, do what you need to do. Don't worry about the adversary here. Give it to God and let them go, okay? Because somebody here has an internal battle here. All right, and I understand, like I said, you know, it could be kind of disappointing because especially when you know, just doing your own thing, you ain't bothering nobody. You understand? You minding your own business, and then here you got this little low-life cretin, little belly rubbing little thing. You understand? Little piece of slime that wants to come in and create havoc in your life. Stay in your power. All right, do what you came here to do, sweetheart, okay? You don't bow down in the face of adversity, in the face of some adversary. Absolutely not. When this person comes in, you go harder. You feel me? And unless they over here stepping on your toes and actually verbally mentioning you and things like that, where you could take their ass to court, and I suggest that you do so. You understand? Don't worry about this person and what they got going on. All right, whoever this is, I kind of feel like they might follow you here too. You know, and what I mean by that is that you don't have to have a platform or anything like this. This is somebody that's always keeping tabs on you. All right, but Leo, protect what is yours. All right, baby, you got it going on. Little do you know, all right, you got it going on. You may not think so, but trust me, you do. And I'm gonna put it to you like this: fear not. All right, that is not of God. Absolutely not. Don't let nobody come in here and try to, you know, threaten you up out of what you're building, what you're growing here, and make you feel less than. Who the hell is this person? Nobody. Okay, so continue to move forward. Don't feed into the chaos and the conflict, because this is what this person is coming in. All right, there's that. I'm just saying, you make some wise decisions here and protect what is yours, because baby, you got something to protect here. Okay, this is your wish fulfillment. It ain't got nothing to do with them. And if they got something to say, let them bump their gums. Eventually, they're going to bite their tongue. All right? Eventually. What's this 5 of Wands here? The 8 of Cups, like I said, walk away from it. Not being funny, for some of you, this could be somebody that you walked away from. You feel me? And this person might be a little upset. Let them keep on talking here. They are going to be full of regret. All right? Why? Because for one, they're going to be exposed for the nothing that they are. All right? It is what it is. And then on top of that, they're going to be in regret because they watch you walk away and move into commerce anyway. Calmer waters, look at this, walking straight towards that pinnacle. All right, this person is actually helping you achieve your goals, bossing up. Like I said, look at this from a different perspective here, sweetheart. Okay, the adversary here is literally having you hang on to your strength here, hang on to your faith a little bit harder. Okay, so you know what, not being funny, sometimes the adversary will literally help you boss up to this high priestess. You understand why? Because when the adversary gets the adversary, where do we hit? Our knees. And it's not to give up and oh woe is me. It's in prayer. Lord, I need you to help protect me from this madness that's coming in here. Give me the right words to say before I pop off and say something about this person or to this person, or literally take physical action. Lord, please be my peace. You feel me? I'm just saying. They're going to watch you level up. Watch the money pile up, okay? Not only that, you got a rise in status here. This person is help pushing you into emperor status, okay? So whatever it is that they're trying to do, it will backfire on them, okay? Your temporary setback is setting the stage for an awesome comeback, all right? So don't faint in the face of adversity. Don't back down. Don't give up. Don't throw in the towel here, sweetheart. Realize that you got a very bright future coming here for you, okay? And nothing or no one can stand in your way besides you, okay? Let this person do what they need to do, because it's just showing you how petty that they are. And not only that, it will literally expose them to other people. So allow people to do what they're going to do. All right, as long as they don't put their hands on you and they keep their mouth off of you. You understand? Let them keep bumping their gums. Like I said, eventually they're going to bite their tongue. All right, bite it off. All right, hold on. All right, so let's see. Somebody could be the age of 38. All right, let's see. Give me messages for Leo. Dang, that fan downstairs is loud. Be anxious for nothing. No thing. Alright, especially another human? Absolutely the hell not. Alright, is this a human? This is more like one of them little things in a human suit. I'm just saying, be anxious for nothing. You got all the good cards that's coming out here. Privileged lady, prosperity begins, all kind of stuff. Give me messages for my Leos, please, and thank you. All right, somebody wants to see you in poverty. Don't be concerned about nothing here, sweetheart. You got a drastic change that's coming for you, okay? All right, going from rags to riches here. You may have to invest a lot now so that you can actually have better later. All right, there could be some type of partnership coming in here, or maybe this is the partnership that you are actually leaving behind. All right, look at this, privileged lady. All right, yeah, see, somebody's leaving somebody behind here, a false person. All right, so like I said here, you may be doing things by yourself. Money may be a little tight right now, sweetheart, but do what you can do. All right, let's see. Give me messages. There's resources out there. There's grants and things like that. Like I said, you might be doing this by yourself. Flying solo, that's quite all right, sweetheart. Because I'm going to put it to you like this. When you're flying solo, you don't have to worry about nobody else's opinions, their wants, their needs, their desires, their plans, anything like that. You understand? You can do it how you want to do it. All right, let's see. So there is a situation that is definitely over. All right, but it's leading you to success. Fear not. All right, absolutely not. Sudden wealth is the overall energy here, baby. You got some stuff that is actually leading you to some type of financial gain. You might have this little cretin try to come back and try to sue you or take you to court. Well, I was working with Leo and blah, 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 blah. No, you jump ship, sir, ma'am. Deuces. Get thee behind me, right? Absolutely. What is poverty here, please? And thank you. High honor. A long road here, great distance, long wait and patience, slow growth, development pathways, long-term planning. Like I said here, sweetheart, you could be going through money pause right about now, but don't trip, okay? This is going to be a long road. You might have to expend a lot, you know, but you're going to receive more. Look at that. Under long road is wealthy man. Like I said, sweetheart, don't trip. God's got you, and you might be doing this by yourself, but that's okay. All right, matter of fact, the rewards and the recognition that's coming towards you is even greater than the loss. All right, so don't trip. What's the marriage here? Main male and the lovers here. Somebody's thinking about you. Yes, look at this sudden wealth. All right, and the thief here, like I said, the courthouse. All right, so for some of you, you could have started a business with somebody, or you could have been in a relationship or marriage with somebody, and this person possibly didn't believe in your dreams, your goals, or whatever, and possibly just threw their hands up. It's like, yeah, you go on and do that by yourself. And when this person sees that you got this coming in, like I said, the first thing that this person is possibly going to want to do is come in and try to take what is yours, okay? For some of you, you need to be careful here as well, because some of you have somebody that is watching the hell out of you, waiting to see what you're launching, what you're doing here, so that they can kind of come in and try to emulate it. But like I said, baby, they can try to copy it, but what is yours is yours. It don't have that flavor on it, and it's not their idea. If it was, they would have came up with it before you, right? Right. All right, so know that much is true. All right, get your patents, your copyrights, and all of that on it, okay? Yeah, like I said, sweetheart, somebody wants to block you. They want to stop what you got going on, all right? So, and for some of you, this could be family. All right, don't trip. Or somebody that you may have considered family. Whatever it is that you do, don't put those blockages on yourself here as well. Toil and labor here is clarified by sudden wealth. So like I said, you may be working your butt off, but you're going to get lucky here. I wouldn't even call this luck, because you're definitely working towards this, okay? So some of you got some ideas. Some of you guys are moving on from connections and things like that, finally doing it solo, and you may realize that the people that you were aligned with was actually keeping you stuck, not moving forward. All right, one of the things that I do want to tell you is, don't let you be the reason why you're not moving forward, okay? And like I said, when you come into this abundance, somebody here may try to take that from you. All right, so just be mindful of this, okay? Like I said, baby, you got people watching you that you didn't even know about. Look at this. All right, so I love it, love it, love it, love it. For some of you, you better watch out who you in bed with. All right, just be mindful of that, especially if it's past people. Be mindful of past people coming in wanting you to, you know, can I get that? Can I have that? Yeah, they're watching some type of transformation come into your life. They're watching you get your blessings. All right, give me messages. 217 could be significant for somebody here. All right, family room is definitely significant here. For some of you, this could have been somebody that you, that once upon a time you lived with. For someone here, you could be investing in real estate here as well. Some of you guys might be buying a little, you know, little properties and things like that and fixing it up and flipping them. All right, and it looks like this is working for you. You got some unexpected income that somebody wasn't expecting for you to get, all right? And they see you got it going on. Anita Applebaum, somebody's name could be Anita. All right, give me messages here, please, and thank you for my Leos. All right, courthouse here. High honor. So whatever this is, if somebody tries to take you to court, guess what? It's going in your favor. All right, things are actually balancing out here for you. And say like if you were going through some type of issues with someone here harassing you or things like this, is coming to an end. Like I said, somebody is about to do something or say something that's going to have them bite their tongue. All right. In other words, this person is going to say something that's going to ruin everything for them, and they're going to get caught up. Okay. Especially if this is somebody that's trying to cause an obstacle for you here. Again, you got blessings coming in here. Great fortune. This is a gift coming in. For some of you, this could also be property. But whatever this is that's coming in, it's a solid foundation here too. All right, you're making wise decisions here. Look at this. Making wise decisions that's bringing in abundance. All right, you got to start somewhere. I'm just saying. All right, so continue to move forward. Don't trip off of how fast things are going. Don't rush it, sweetheart, okay? Whatever this is, it needs your time, your love, your patience, and your attention here, okay? Also, like I said, sweetheart, certain things might be, you know, kind of slowed down for a reason because of who you have around you or who is watching, all right? Somebody here is definitely trying to gain knowledge as to what you're doing, how you're doing it, when you're doing it. They might be assuming what you're doing, and what do you do when you assume? You make an ass out of you. So let them assume. All right, I'm just saying. All right, and you continue to flourish. All right, if this is the property thing that you are doing, my love, my love, my love, the money that you are putting in this property, you get ready to get back tenfold, okay? So don't worry about that, all right? And don't trip. All right, you got good news coming in here. Absolutely, I love it. All right, good job, good job. All forms of communication. All right, the direction that you should go. Be mindful of seduction here. Don't do it. All right, don't let nobody finesse you. Like I said. All right, somebody here sees that you are manifesting what it is that you want here. So you may have somebody that wants to come in and kind of romance you here as well. Okay, so just be mindful. Others of you, you could have some type of social gathering here that will introduce you to someone here that can actually help you out in this situation. But continue to manifest what it is that you want. All right, so let's see. New path and solutions opening up here. Official person. All right, so some of this could actually be legal here as well. All right, 722 could be significant for somebody. Also, whoever this official person was that maybe you were courting at this time, this could be a relationship. Somebody here looks like you may be disconnecting from this person with disconnection on the bottom of the deck. This is somebody that might be telling half-truths here as well. All right. If this is somebody that you go to the courthouse with, they're trying to sue you or something like this, this person is going to get realized that this person is telling half-truths. Like I said, just be mindful here, sweetheart. You got blessings and gifts coming in here in your favor. All right. Recognition, receiving gifts, rewards, flattery, reconciliation. Absolutely not. A pay raise here. Or with reconciliation, money that you lost may be reconciled here. All right. So helpful offer and welcome impulse. All right. Adjudication here. Courthouse. There's definitely some type of legal situation happening here. But it looks like you got some type of good news coming in here. Give me one for adjudication. Playmate. Yeah, this is somebody here that you cannot trust. All right. A player playing games, not serious, informal, recreational sex partner, hidden benefits. All right. So for someone here, you could have someone here that you were actually dealing with, like I said, in a past relationship or something like that, that may see that you're getting some type of success. And maybe you close out a karmic cycle with this person here, and after you close it out, they realize that, oh, damn, they got some shmoney, and not just a little bit, okay? We talking about lifetime, and a lot of respect and high honor coming for them, too. All right, let me see where I can get in and fit in. In 1959, I gave this person $5,000 for a house that we were actually living in, you know, but they should give me some of this money. Baby, be careful. All right, just be careful here, because there is somebody coming in here that you can't trust. All right, 4422 or 2244 could be significant. Somebody could be 47, born in 1974 for someone here. Birthday on the 17th. Somebody here could be 38. All right, let's see. So anyway, Leo, I wouldn't trip if I was you, baby. Not one bit. Just know that there's going to be some people around you here, as always, and that's with anything that you do. You know, unfortunately, we live in a world where people, you know, if they can't hinder you, 9 times out of 10, they don't want to help you. All right, but they will try to stop you from whatever it is that you do. We live in a world where people constantly compare themselves to each other and try to make other people, you know, look less than, you know, especially if you're doing something and it's very successful. There's always going to be some low life cretin that try to make themselves, you know, look better than you do. So like I always say, mind your business, don't mind what other people are doing. And if they are successful in what they're doing, sweetheart, celebrate them. I mean, you know, you don't have to go, hey, good job, whatever, but it is what it is. Don't worry about what other people do. Use that energy to focus on what you got going on. And if somebody is focusing too hard on you, oh, ting, ting, you need to go get some business, baby. All right, let's see. Give me messages for Leo. All right, we got the 2 of Michael. It will all be better if you just make a decision. Overanalyzing a problem, okay? Find a compromise. Absolutely not. Don't let nobody, you know, keep you stuck. Should I, should not? Should I, should not? Do it. All right, just do it. What are you waiting for? Whose opinions do you care about? Okay, it is what it is. And definitely not your competitors. What the hell? All right, so you have the moon. The opportunity to improve your plans. Listen to your intuition for accurate guidance. Face your fears and grow stronger. Absolutely, okay? You don't let no adversary or somebody try to make you feel less than, or I can't do it because of so-and-so. Bump them. You feel me? I'm not taking all of these. Matter of fact, I guess I am. They fell out. All right, Leo, so we got a lot of messages. All right, so we have the 8 of Ariel. Take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training, right? Take your time, baby. The 10 of Gabriel. Ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load. Working too many hours. Trying too hard to please others. That's why I said, baby, stop worrying about everybody else. Do your thing, okay? Don't let people put certain demands on you, because I'm going to put it to you like this. There is no way that you are going to please everybody, okay? And you should not want to, okay? If you're doing one thing one way and you know, people are liking it, you like it, keep doing it, sweetheart. There's always going to be somebody that comes in, I don't like the way you do this and I don't like the way you do this. Baby, that is their problem. If you continue to worry about trying to please everybody else, guess what? First of all, you're going to drive yourself crazy, because we all have different tastes, different ideas and things like that, and the different ways that we interpret things and the different ways that we, you know, that we like certain things. You feel me? It's kind of like eggs. Everybody don't like soft scrambled runny eggs. You feel me what I'm saying? So, you know, you can't appease everybody, and you shouldn't want to. Because when you're starting to try to appeal to everybody, guess what, baby? Everything that you have put in there, all of your essence, everything that you desire, you like, is now gone. Okay? You have become a people pleaser. So stop it. We've had enough of that, okay? So go and do your thing, baby. Shine and grind. Your people will show up, all right? So, but ask for help if you need it, and learn when to take a break, all right? Woosah, like I said. All right, then we have the Queen of Michael. You know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. We already saw you got some people coming in here trying to, you know, throw you off your game. So maybe it's a time to just focus on what it is that you're supposed to be focusing on. And be mindful of who you're hooking up with at this time, okay, sweetheart? Because everybody that comes toward you is not for you, all right? All right, and then we have the King of Ariel. All right, and then it says your plans are working out very well, professional and financial success. Use resources wisely, absolutely. I was looking to see how much Ariel and Michael we have here. We got a lot of Michael and a lot of Ariel, okay? So these could be the angels that are working in your favor here. All right, somebody's name could be Michael or Ariel. All right, so we have the Six of Ariel. Material needs get fulfilled in a magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with grateful heart, absolutely. Then we have Archangel Zedekiel. And then this is solutions, success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. Absolutely. Just because something didn't work out with somebody doesn't mean you have to hold on to ill will. Absolutely not, honey. Forget those people and move on, okay? Make room for something positive. Don't hold on to the negative. But should you decide to hold on to anger, then you go ahead and do that. Because I've had some people in the comments, well, you know what, I can't forgive that person because of such and such and such and such. Ain't nobody asked you to bring that person back up into your life and sit there and have a beer or a drink with them, break bread with them. Sweetheart, I'm asking you just to move on. You understand? Make room for something new. I don't have time to be harboring hate in my life. What I will do is look at that situation like it's a hell no for me. I remember everything I went through in that situation and what you caused me, but I'm not dealing with you. But no hard feelings. I hope everything goes exactly how it's supposed to go in your life, okay? But keeping on. All right, so you do what you will with that. Then we have the Three of Raphael. Reasons to celebrate, a community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. Like I said, for some of you, you are actually building generational wealth. Some of you are getting ready to retire some of your family members, okay? Some of them family members that are working for somebody else, working their butt off for a little bit of pentacles, are getting ready to come and collaborate with you for a lot of pentacles, okay? There's that generational wealth. Then you have the Lovers here. Make a choice from your heart. Deeply emotional commitments. The power of love. Some of you are actually manifesting new relationships in your life here as well. Just be mindful of who you open the door to. Then we have divine guidance, the search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers and friends. Absolutely. That's the Hierophant there. Like I said, some of you guys are actually learning. You're taking classes. You're doing what you need to do. You're perfecting your craft here. You're going to others that have done, that are doing what you aspire to do, or have some knowledge about what it is that you aspire to do, okay? And you're being patient with that, okay? All right, so we have the 3 of Gabriel. Prosperity arises from wise planning. Absolutely. Time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. Absolutely. Don't worry about the adversary, sweetheart. They're always going to be there. They're here doing exactly what they're supposed to do. That's what dark energies do. They try to interfere with other people's lives. You understand? If they focus more on what they had going on, sweetheart, they wouldn't be worried so hard about you, okay? They would probably be more successful. All right, so the 8 of Raphael. There is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you. A spiritual quest. Didn't I say something about that earlier? Especially when the adversary gets the adversary and trying to get you down, discouraged and things like that. And when you hit your knees, this person thinks you giving up. When in actuality, you bowing your head and giving it to the Most High. You understand? And waiting for that guidance and things like that. That green light. I'm just saying it is what it is. So don't get discouraged. You stick with the Most High. You can never go wrong. All right. So you got the 7 of Raphael. Time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. A need for detoxification. Some of you, that 3 of Swords energy, that's that detoxing. Letting go of what does not serve you here, sweetheart. Letting go of what is working against you. Sometimes you got that Judas in your camp, sweetheart. Sometimes that sun is being shown on, you know, what you need to release. Some of you already know that, and you kind of held on for, you know, I don't want to be lonely. This is my family. This is my friend. This is my lover. But when you really look at what you're giving to this situation versus what you're receiving, you may understand that some of these people are not really loving on you like you loving on them, okay? All right, and then it says a 9 of Ariel. The 9 of Ariel. All right, your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for beautiful things in life. Absolutely. And then you have Archangel Metatron. Leap of faith. Starting off at ground zero. Like I said, some of you guys are doing this by yourself, baby. So you're learning as you grow. Okay? There's that. Believe in yourself. Listen to your heart. Do what gives you joy, okay? Everybody is not going to like what you got. They're not going to like what you do. Everybody's got opinions. But what did I tell you about opinions? They're like buttholes. Everybody got one, and sometimes some people got 2, and it's on their face. And they talk a lot of ish. Let them talk, okay? If it's working for you, then work it, all right? I'm just saying. All right, so I'm sorry, I'm hearing Missy yelling. All right, so let's see. Queen of Ariel. Nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Practical and wise advice. Absolutely, okay? So be not discouraged, okay? Especially if the adversary is adversarian. Like I said, sweetheart, those dark energies are doing exactly what they came here to do, to kill, steal, and, you know, cause illness and, you know, dis-ease and ill intent and all those other things here. And then it's kind of crazy because some of them will actually recruit others to, you know, kind of help them on their journey. But that ain't got nothing to do with you, all right? That's between them and God. Alright, so I'm going to get one more card because the girl been talking for a minute. But I don't know who you are, but I honestly feel that somebody needed this message because you may have felt a little bit discouraged or whatever. You might have a lot of people that are, you know, trying to talk you out of doing whatever you want to do for your goals. You know, well, I don't think that would work. It doesn't matter what they think here, sweetheart. You know? It is what it is. Some of the most successful people in this world had a lot of naysayers, you know, and look at them now. I'm just saying. It is what it is, okay? They took that leap of faith out here, sweetheart, and it's working for them. All right, so for somebody here, the person in your thoughts is grateful to have you in their life. You are a gift to them, their heart's treasure. All right, and detachment. Subtract your own agenda from your goals. Let go of the tight hold you have on this situation. as there is a higher power at work, okay? All right, and everything is all right. Release the need to know the outcome. Just do what you came here to do, sweetheart, okay? All right, and I'm going to get one more because I was told to. And then also ask for guidance here if you need it. All right, give me. All right, peace of mind. Waves of peace flow into your life, a healthy respite from chaos and confusion, calmness and serenity. All right, and then on the bottom of the deck, you have clarity, illumination, secrets are revealed. Now you see the truth. What was hidden is uncovered. Like I said, sweetheart, you know, some of you guys have been put on pause because, you know, you got some people in your camp here, sweetheart, that don't have your highest good in mind here. You got a lot of takers and very few givers here, okay? So just be mindful of what you put out there. You know, if you don't want people to sabotage what you got going on, please keep it to yourself, all right? Because trust me, you have more people watching you than just a little bit, and you would be surprised. Sometimes it's people that have more than you have, but they don't want to see you do anything. Why? Because they know how successful you are about to be, all right? And you may surpass what they've got going on. So sometimes people will paint a negative picture, you know, about you, just because they don't like who you are. They don't like your spirit. Some of these people don't even know you, sweetheart, but they see the God in you. And they don't want you to see it within yourself here. They don't want nobody else to see it. And sometimes some of these people don't want you to say anything or do anything because it exposes who exactly they are, okay? So with that being said, sweetheart, y'all have an amazing day, and I will holler at y'all later, all right? You have an amazing, amazing, amazing day. And don't let nobody stop your shine, baby. Least of all you, okay? Keep shining and grinding, and I'll holler at y'all next time. Bye.